It is cold. It is raining outside here at West Perry High School, but we are inside today for the first of two games here today. Is another West Perry Bocce Ball basketball doubleheader as we are set for our first event here today. It is West Perry Bocce Ball taking on the Halifax Wildcats. Hello, everyone watching on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. Here for what should be an exciting game here today between the West Perry Mustangs and the Halifax Wildcats. West Perry heads into this game 0-1 on the year. They suffered a tough loss in their first game this season. Back on December 19th, they lost 2-1 against the returning state qualifier Susquehanna Blackhawks, while the Halifax Wildcats are 1-0 to start the year. This past Friday was their first game. On January 5th, the Halifax Wildcats won 2-1 at home against the Juniata Indians. Last year, West Perry beat Halifax twice in the regular season. And so here is the first and only time that these two teams will meet this season. West Perry and Halifax should be a very exciting one here, as we are going to send it over pretty soon here to our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, to get us started here this afternoon with West Perry Bocce Ball. Cold and rainy, downpour rain outside at West Perry is expected to rain all day, about 2 inches. Here we go with Mr. Brent Anderson to announce our starting lineups. Well, we're going to take a quick moment here as I think there's some technical issues going on with the microphone here at West Perry. Not a very big crowd here today. We see some West Perry basketball players here in attendance tonight. Later tonight, we'll have West Perry boys basketball taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds. They're expected to start at 7:30, and which means West Perry girls basketball will be at Shippensburg later tonight. The roads are a little slick outside, so hopefully travel conditions have improved since I got here, which is about 2 hours ago, or barely an hour actually. So some technical difficulties here to get us started here. Probably the rain might have an issue with that. We're going to have to start lineups here. Halifax, not a very big team here today, but for West Perry, a huge squad for two games. Only 4 players for Halifax here. They include John McConnell, Seth Stroop, Zoe Stroop, and Troy Musser.
Welcome to today's Interscholastic Unified Sports Indoor Bocce Competition at West Perry High School. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise and move. The coach for the Halifax Wildcats is Christina Miller. And now, let's hear it for your home team, West Perry Mustangs. First team one, Damian Yoko, Kyle Freeman, Hayden Ogden, Issa Pence, Autumn Albright, Jordan Myers, Josh Kowaleski, Reader Bowles, and Team 2, Caleb Cordell, Braden Fritz, Alyssa Barrick, Adam Metcalf, and Ronnie Smith. The coach for the West Perry Mustangs is Joe O'Toole. At this time, you will administer the Special Olympics oath to the athletes. Please repeat after me. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. It is my pleasure to announce today's competition officially open. Good luck. West Perry will be wearing green today, Halifax will be wearing black. We've already had our coin toss. West Perry will be red, Halifax will be wearing green.
So you just heard that from our post announcer Brent Anderson. West Perry is going to be rolling the red bocce balls, and Halifax will be rolling the green bocce balls.
It's time to start the clock and begin our game.
So here we go as the roll of the jack, also known as Polina. I heard a bunch of good facts, a bunch of terminology, very good from the Halifax coach Christina Miller. And she gave me some good terminology here I'm going to be using for the first time for our bocce ball broadcast today. So here we go with Halifax going to roll the Paulina, also known as the jack. And a roll with the Paulina. It has to go past the half-court line, and I believe it will. Yes, it does. And the Paulina is going to be right about there. Still rolling just for quite a bit, and it's right under the light there, as you can see. And now, here comes Halifax with the first bocce ball roll of the day. And take a little time on the first roll is John McConnell. And the first roll just goes under the jack, or Paulina, whichever way you want to call it, as we are underway here at West Perry High School. West Perry looking for their first win, 0-1 on the year so far. And here comes West Perry next. First roll of the day. And this is looking rather promising here for West Perry. Is just going to miss the jack. And it will be a little bit close, almost the same identical distance, but I think Halifax might have the edge on that one. So West Perry's going to, what's the call here? It's going to be Halifax. Yeah, whichever ball is closer does not get the roll. Whoever's furthest away gets the roll next, and apparently it's West Perry. Interpretation of the rules there to our officials here. So next West Perry roll is definitely going to be a closer distance this time. As you can see where the check lies, and first, good second roll here for West Perry. Now Halifax will get their second roll. This is Seth Stroup to roll next. Halifax feeling very good about this one. But I believe it's still going to be a good lead here for the Mustangs. So each team with 2 rolls left in the first frame here in game 1. Both teams in their first game went the distance all the way to the golden frame. That's one thing I learned today as well. The third game, it's not really a game. It's more of a, let's call it golden frame. which makes great sense for me because I'm the Golden Pipes. Next roll here for Halifax, second to last roll of the first frame. It's our last roll here for Halifax in the first frame. This is Zoe Stroup. Zoe Stroup roll here for Halifax. Only 4 players for Halifax here today. So let's pray with a really good opportunity here. They're going to score at least 1 point unless if they hit the Paulina here. So let's pray with another roll, and this one's got to be well short. Don't know what the strategy was right there. Still one more roll left here for Wes Perry in this frame. I don't think that's got to be enough for 2 points. But still one more roll left in frame number 1. And going low on this one right here. And this misses the 2 Halifax balls right on the edge. And it's going to be 1 point, I believe, for Wes Perry. And it will be. So 1 point for the Mustangs after 1 frame. One thing that's nice for Halifax having only 4 players here. I mean that is the minimum number of players that you can have in a game, and each player on the Halifax team gets to roll in every single frame. So now the Paulina is going to be rolled here by Wes Perry. And it's a bouncing dribble here of the Paulina. We'll get past the half-court line. And right between the A and the N, actually right on the edge of the A and Mustangs. And so here we go, first roll for Wes Perry in frame number 2. 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. Wes Perry a year ago beat Halifax twice in the regular season. And a good first roll there for Wes Perry. Halifax next. I really like the strategy here that John McConnell has with taking his time, getting a good feel of how hard he wants to roll this ball. And Wes Perry's going to have a closer distance, so Halifax will roll again. Our 3 officials here today for Wes Perry are all working in the Wes Perry School District here at the high school. We got Jeffrey Coons, our superintendent, here today, and Christopher Casey, our high school principal, and Clark McCready, our assistant principal here at Wes Perry. So Halifax will be a very good roll on that last roll. And this is looking very promising here for Wes Perry. Very good roll here. That'll bring some noise here for the Wes Perry fans. A few Halifax fans making a trip here today. Not a very long trip. Geographically, it's really close. Just on the other side of the Susquehanna River from Perry County, eastern side of Perry County. And this next Halifax roll just misses the Paulina. Yeah, that's going to be a really hard shot to make here for Halifax. this is looking promising here. Last roll here for Halifax in this frame, and this is going to be awfully close. Are you kidding me? Halifax all fired up. Halifax with the edge. Last roll, a good one for Zoe Straup. So 2 more rolls left for West Perry. And they're going to try to knock this ball out. And that will hit the jack. Hit Paulina. And that benefits the Mustangs, actually, because it looks like West Perry might have a little bit of an edge. And so last roll coming up here for the Mustangs in frame 2. Oh, this one might come down to a measurement. Last roll here for the Mustangs. Westbury looking to extend their 1-0 lead in frame number 2. All Westbury has to do is get that ball past the Halifax ball, and I don't know, this could be close to 1 point, and Clark McCready is going to call over Christopher Casian for a measurement between those 2 balls that McCready just pointed to. This is to determine which ball is closer. Westbury, I believe, is guaranteed to have 1 point, but they have a chance here for 2. That was the last roll in frame number 2. So a measurement between that Halifax ball that they're measuring right now and the last ball, which is right behind Christopher Casian, that was just rolled. We have a photographer here for bocce ball. That's different. I don't think we ever had a bocce ball, a cameraman here for a bocce ball event, but we have one here today. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be asking him who he works for. And they're actually looking at another bocce ball too. 2 West Perry balls. And what's the final verdict? 2 points for the Mustangs. That'll make it 3-0. As we are 10 minutes into game number 1. The Mustangs with 1 point in the first frame, 2 points in the second.
After frame 2, our score, West Perry 3, Halifax 0.
Bocce ball in Pennsylvania is the only sport in Pennsylvania that is sanctioned by both the PIAA and the Special Olympics of Pennsylvania. So here's the roll of Paulina, and this is going to go past the green line, so it will be a dead frame, so we're going to have to redo this again. Yeah, the rule of rolling the Paulina or the jack, you can go either way, is that it has to be past the half-court line, and it cannot cross the green line. If you do it 3 times, then the other team will get a chance to roll the jack. And there is strike number 2. It's kind of like a baseball ruling, if you will. You roll 3 times. It's the 3rd attempt here for West Perry to roll the Paulina. Has to be a good roll. I don't know about this one. I think this is too much power here on this one. And yep, it's got to roll past the green line again. So Halifax will have a chance to roll it. We saw that last time we saw West Perry bocce ball in action here against us. We saw that one time where 3 attempts and it did not go well. So now Halifax will roll the Paulina. I don't know if there's necessarily an advantage for rolling the Paulina. But this one goes off the side. That is legal. As long as it doesn't pass the green line. It's getting close to it. And we can hear the heavy rain that's coming down. And this is going to be right along the edge here. It has to be at least 1 foot length away. You can tell that Clark McCready has never done this before. It's all good. I remember my first time being official for bocce ball, even though I never done it before. So here we go, bocce ball now in place. It has to be 1 foot length away from the white pipe here, the out of bounds line, if you will. There are some bocce ball courts out there that actually have lines painted down on the floor, like a basketball court we have here. But here we just use the pipes. Some white pipes. Good first roll there for West Perry. Here comes Halifax. Just realized we didn't show you where the jack actually is, so we'll zoom in on it after this Halifax roll. Yeah, you can see the jack right there. And this will just go underneath it. Now, if at any point in this frame, for example, that anybody hits the Paulina and goes past the white line, that is okay. That is legal. Because a jack or Paulina can literally go anywhere at this point. Next roll for Halifax. And this will just tip the West Perry bocce ball, and Halifax is fired up. Halifax with a closer edge. Closer distance to the Paulina. So, or actually, I take that back. I forgot West Perry is actually the red ball, so that actually benefits West Perry here. So Halifax will roll again. And now a hard roller trying to get that West Perry ball out of the way and nails it. So now Halifax has got to have a closer distance, so West Perry will roll next. Halifax still with one more roll in frame number 3. Ooh, that could be interesting between those two jacks. Now with those, like we got shots like this, but there's still rolls left to go. If they're close, they can still measure it to see who will roll next. I'm agreeing going with a gut saying West Perry is still closer. I don't know. That could go either way where those two bocce balls are placed. And West Perry roll, or excuse me, Halifax roll hits another Halifax ball, and almost identical spot to where the other bocce ball was for Halifax. That was the last roll for Halifax in frame 3. West Perry still with 2 more to go, and we're gonna have a measurement here. I believe it's gonna go down. Like West Perry has definitely got rolled nice because that was Halifax's last roll in frame number 3. So they're measuring to see who has distance. This will give West Perry an idea of what they want to do next. So I believe they just said that Halifax has the closer distance, so that changes the strategy here a little bit for the Mustangs on what they want to do here. And this is a really good looking roll. It's going to squeeze past the 2 bocce balls and right under the jack. Beautiful shot. Still rolling quite a bit. But that's definitely going to make West Perry a little bit closer. So they're going to increase their lead, but still 1 more roll left to go. Already halfway through game 1. It's amazing how fast this games go by. And this could be close, and I think Halifax is going to get a point here. This could go down to a measurement between those two. So, yep, we're going to have a measurement here. This is going to be close, but I think Halifax is going to get their first point of the game here. They're going to measure from the green ball to the left and the red ball to the right behind McCready. So I think green ball is going to be closer. Yeah, 1 point for Halifax. Halifax is going to get on the board. It's now 3-1 after 3 frames. The last roll for the Mustangs costing them a point. And Halifax is on the board. And the chair just fell down. Halifax. See, no. Good thing nobody was sitting on it, but it fell. So 3-1 after 3 frames.
Westbury 3, Halifax 1.
So Halifax will roll a Paulina in frame number 4. I don't know why, but I'm really loving the strategy on the rolls here of the Paulina and the bocce balls for Halifax's John McConnell. He has a pretty good strategy. He's staying focused, making sure he knows how hard he wants to roll these. So the jack did not get past the half-court line. And the jack definitely in a good spot right there, right next to the white lines. And that's where the jack will be. First roll already here for Halifax. Taking his sweet time is John McConnell. Yeah, really good first shot here. He's got to go off the Paulina. And there is a term for that, ladies and gentlemen, but it's our trivia question of the game here today. And while we're out, here is our trivia question today. When a player hits the jack or Paulina, it's a term for both terms are good for that yellow ball. If a player hits the Paulina with a bocce ball like what just happened, what is it called? It is known as what? We'll have the answer for you coming up after game 1, which is already less than 10 minutes away. So first roll for Westbury in frame 4. Now we're close. Halifax with a really good opportunity to cut into the Westbury lead. Next roll here for Westbury. It's a harder roll this time. And it'll just go past everything. And Halifax still with a closer advantage. Second to last row here for Westbury in frame 4. And this will just dip under the jack and all the way to the end. Last row here for Westbury hits their own ball. And Halifax is going to get at least 1 point, but they still have 3 rolls left to go. This could be a really good opportunity here for the Wildcats to cut the lead or perhaps take the lead here in frame number 4 with 3 rolls left to go. First roll is the bouncer. And this will not get past half court, so as of right now, it's still 1 point for Halifax. But still 2 rolls left to be made here in frame number 4. Second and last roll for Halifax. All Halifax really has to do is get past that red bocce ball that Westbury just had, and it's gonna be good. Looking very good for 2 points. One roll left to be made. Could this go down as a measurement? Nope. So Halifax is going to at least tie this game up, but still one more roll. They can take the lead with this roll right here from Zoe Stroup. See what happens here. This is big for Halifax. They're going to tie this game up and have a really good chance of taking the lead with a good roll right here. And look at this. You rarely see a frame with more than 2 points, and we got 3 points here for Halifax, and they'll take the lead with that. A 3.4 frame for the Halifax Wildcats, and they take a 4-3 lead with 6.5 minutes to go. And now there's got to be a timeout. Each team gets one timeout. It's got to be 1 minute. And West Prairie is going to call their timeout here. One timeout per game. And West Prairie head coach Joe O'Toole.
Your score, Halifax 4, Westbury 3.
You see West Prairie girls basketball team out here watching for West Prairie volleyball. They will be at Shippensburg tonight, which means we'll have West Prairie boys basketball here tonight at 7:30 for West Prairie boys basketball taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds. That could be a very fun game tonight because from what I learned doing my research, Shippensburg only has one win so far. Shippensburg only has one win so far. They only have one returning starter from a year ago. And I remember talking to head coach Tom Smee for West Prairie boys basketball. He told me that there's a really good chance that they can beat Shippensburg this year. And this is the first meeting out of 2 for West Prairie boys basketball against Shippensburg. And it's tonight at 7:30 after West Prairie bocce ball here. And I'm sure some of you know this already, but this is my first broadcast as a 30-year-old. The big 3-0 was yesterday. So here we go. With frame number 5, Halifax just took the lead, and for the second straight frame, it's got to be John McConnell rolling the jack. Lost track of the track fit there a little bit. Jack is still rolling. It's a little bit of an uneven court here. There might be a few bumps on court, but it's legal. So right where it's at, that's a good spot. And Halifax will start frame number 5. This could go down as the last frame of game number 1. This will go just past the green line and it will go all the way to just short of the corner. Or, yeah, just right on the edge of the corner there for Halifax in their first roll. Over here now to frame number 5, first roll for West Prairie. And that's a good first roll here for the Mustangs. It would be interesting to hear what head coach Joe O'Toole told his Mustangs during that timeout they just had before this frame. Really good roll here for Halifax. Just goes under the jack. I think it's safe to say that Halifax is closer. But it's still wrong by a bit, so there's It's gonna be a Halifax ball. West Perry is, or no, West Perry is closer. My mistake there. Halifax is gonna roll next. And now, a hard roll trying to get that Halifax ball out of the way, or West Perry ball. Hard roll there for Halifax. And that's a new many favors here for Halifax, as yeah, the bocce ball for West Perry did get hit, but still closer. So last roll coming up here for Halifax in frame number 5. West Perry has a really good chance of taking the lead, but Zoe Straub has been excellent all day so far. Can she keep her momentum going? This is looking good for Halifax. Zoe Straub has been amazing all day. So that's big for Halifax because I believe they just signaled that Halifax is closer to the Paulina. So, and that's a good block too. But now West Perry has 3 rolls to work with to try to tie this game up or perhaps take the lead. West Perry with big numbers this year in their roster. Thus having 2 squads instead of 1. And that roll is not going to do much for the Mustangs. Roll number 3 here in frame number 5 for West Perry. Once the 2-minute warning is struck, then that means the frame will be over. And we're about 10 seconds away from hitting that. And, oh, that just benefits Halifax in a big way. So West Perry needs to win this frame to force a golden frame in game number 1. Last roll here. Are they going to try to hit the jack with this one? And they do. Will be good for West Perry or will benefit Halifax, and jack rolls too far. And it'll be 1 point for Halifax. The 2-minute warning has struck.
The 2-minute warning, please complete the current frame.
The frame is over though, so that ends game 1. Even though there's still time left, but once the 2-minute warning is struck, that will signal the final frame. The only problem is the final frame ended in the 2-minute warning. So that is game 1. Halifax wins game 1 by a score of 5-3.
That concludes game 1. Our final score, Halifax 5, West Perry.
And we'll be back in a few minutes for the start of game number 2. Halifax, with a come up from behind victory, they were down 3-0 and then scoring 5 unanswered points to win 5-3 in game number 1. Game number 2 is coming up next. You are watching West Perry Bocce Ball against the Halifax Wildcats, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of game number 2. So we are back here for game number 2 here at West Perry High School. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. As we are set for game number 2, Halifax with a comeback win in game 1 by a score of 5-3. The Wildcats were down 3-0 before scoring 5 unanswered points to win 5-3. So now here we go in game number 2. West Perry has to win this game to force a golden frame in game number 3. That's a term for it. Game 3 is known as the golden frame, as it comes down to one frame in the tiebreaker. The pelota. What's a pelota? I thought it was called the yellow ball. Is they were called a check or the shoot? I can't remember though. I don't think that's it. Gabriella, I think it's called. The pelota. That's the yellow ball. The yellow ball. I mean, I got this from the Halifax coach, Christina Miller. She taught me some terms today. I'm very happy about that. And speaking of terms, that will bring us to our trivia question of the game. When a player hits the jack, or Paulina, that's what it's called, the Paulina. When a player hits a Paulina with a bocce ball, it is known as what? That is known as spocking the jack. When you hit the jack or a Paulina, they're good for both terms. And a bocce ball hits it, then it's called spocking the jack. Or just spocking in general. So we saw that once in game 1. Spocking the ball. Spocking the jack. A big old spock. So first roll here for Halifax. Wasn't even looking at where the check was. As you can see, the check is down there a little bit. And this bocce ball first roll in game number 2 in frame 1. And the timer actually already started here, so we're gonna go ahead and reset that. So game number 2 is underway. We have our athletic director Ryan Anderson right next to me here. Giving me some pointers. So first roll here for West Perry in game 2, frame 1. And it's a good one for the Mustangs. One thing we also learned from West Perry's last game, since West Perry now has 2 squads, I mean, they're kind of like 2 different teams, even though they're both playing the same game. If, West Perry has 2 teams, and we learned that when you have 2 teams, both teams are eligible to go to the state championships. Wouldn't that be awesome? Only the top 2 in each region go to the state championships in the Giant Center. Susquehanna Blackhawks was one of them. One of the local teams around here to make it to the Giant Center last year, along with the Greencastle Rancho Blue Devils a year ago. And Greencastle went on to finish in 2nd place in the state a year ago. And a hard roll here for Halifax. And they're trying to spock the jack. Yep. Either that or trying to benefit. And look at this. That is beautifully done here by Halifax with the bocce ball right next to the Paulina. And now here comes West Perry's next roll. Have some audio issues here today. And this ball will go all the way to the end. Next row here for the Mustangs. Each team down in 1 last row in frame number 1. And this will spock the jack. And somehow the jack goes the other way. It goes back a little bit. Still going to be a advantage for the Wildcats. Now West Perry with their last roll. The next time we will see the West Prairie Mustangs here at home, they are at home one more time this season. As West Prairie will be back in 3 weeks from tonight on Tuesday, January 30th. They'll be at home against Line Mountain. It'll be the first ever meeting between West Prairie and Line Mountain 3 weeks from today. Last row here for Halifax. Halifax has got to take the lead after frame number 1 on a long frame here. That's in almost 5 minutes. And this has got to be 2 points for Halifax. Yes, it will. So 2 points for the Wildcats after frame 1.
After frame 1, our score, Halifax 2, West Perry 0.
So a really good start for the Wildcats. I would think that this would be trouble for West Perry because Halifax only has 4 players. So they're just got to keep playing and playing. They have to roll once in every single frame, which will make Halifax better eventually as this game rolls on. Yeah, this sport, for bocce ball, it's not about endurance. It's about practicing and getting better as you go along. And for Halifax, that makes them a tough team to beat this year because you got 4 players who are just going to get better as the game rolls on. They're not going to have a sweep every single time. They have a chance of doing that here tonight. But the Halifax Wildcats, they could be a very tough team to beat with only 4 players. Halifax started bocce ball back in 2009, or excuse me, 2013. And Halifax and Upper Dauphin, they will face each other 3 times every year. But now Halifax and Upper Dauphin in 2 different two different divisions here in the Mid-Penn Conference. West Perry, the defending Mid-Penn Conference Liberty Division champions, won a division in their inaugural season a year ago. And first roll here. Great one for West Perry. And West Perry's got to roll next. Roll again here. That was Issa Benz rolling the ball. Issa Benz wished me a happy birthday yesterday on Facebook. Thank you, Issa, for that. Next roll here for Halifax, and I guess they determined that Issa Benz's roll was actually closer. But this one definitely got to be an edge for Halifax. So West Perry will roll next. Going right down the line here. This is looking like a really good roll here. Look at this. This is going to miss the jack. Just barely. But a fist bump in the air. Fist bump in the air there for West Perry. And West Perry with a definite edge right there. Advantage for the Mustangs. Now a hard roll trying to get that West Perry ball out of the way, and this will roll out. This is the first time we've seen a bocce ball roll out of play. And that just results as a dead ball. So a dead ball there for Halifax. That's not in play. Next roll for West Perry. As we have a reset here. Good roll here for Jordan Byers. Jordan Byers, a All-American field hockey player for West Perry. She was announced as American Field Hockey Association All-American earlier this season. One of 29 players named nationwide to All-American status. Good roll here for Halifax. We can see Halifax head coach Christina Miller shouting, keep going, just a little bit more. You can tell that Halifax has fun. Like you can see Christina Miller, the head coach for Halifax, showing a lot of emotion towards this game. And this West Prairie roll bounces off another West Prairie bocce ball. And this could be close between those two. And a measurement is coming up. So now our measurement here. Sorry for the audio issues here, ladies and gentlemen. So our measurement here between those two bocce balls. And 1 point for West Perry. West Perry gets on the board. 2-1 now. I didn't realize that was West Prairie's last roll, and it pays off for the Mustangs. 2-1 here after 2 frames.
After frame 2, our score, Halifax 2, West Perry 1.
So here we go with frame number 3 as we are about halfway through game number 2. Remember, West Perry has to win this game to force a golden frame in game 3. A nice roll there for Johnny here off the Paulina or the Jack. And here's the first roll for West Perry. Not a bad spot for West Perry to start frame number 3 in game number 2. We see a couple of West Perry boys basketball players out here. See Mason Stano, Kane Kriebel, some of the starters for West Perry boys basketball, along with assistant coach Devin Whitfield out here cheering on for West Perry bocce ball. We'll see West Perry boys basketball later tonight here at West Perry High School, taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds in a Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup. Should be an exciting one here tonight for West Perry boys basketball. First roll here for Halifax. And West Perry still with the edge. Next roll here for Halifax. Isn't it amazing how fast the winter sports season is going along? Like after today, we have one more bocce broadcast coming up. That will be on Tuesday, January 30th for West Perry against the Lion Mountain. We also only have one more wrestling broadcast for winter sports season this year. But West Perry Wrestling takes on Waynesboro on the 29th. And it's a hard roll, miscalculated there by Halifax trying to get that West Perry ball out of the way. And it goes all the way to the end. So last roll here for Halifax in frame 3. West Perry trying to tie this game up. Last roll here for Halifax. And we all know what So a drop can do. So his drop a really good roller. He has been fantastic all day. And not much different here on this roll. As Halifax is going to have a closer distance. So his drop has been on point here today, ladies and gentlemen. And 3 rolls coming here for the Mustangs. So 3 rolls left here for West Perry. And a little bit of strategy here, trying to get that bocce ball out of the way for Halifax, and that will go through everybody. And Halifax still at the edge. All right, now it's the strategy here that was given to the players by Coach Joe O'Toole. Next roll for the Mustangs. This is the second to last roll of the frame. And now Westbury needs a really good shot coming up here. Because Halifax still down. Now what do you do here for Halifax, for West Perry? Do you try to get the closer distance, or do you try to knock that Halifax ball out of reach from the jack? Last roll here in the frame. And it looks like they're going to try to go for a closer distance from the jack. This is looking very promising. If they can get right in front of the Westbury bocce ball, we see Joe O'Toole stopping his feet a little bit, and oh, this is close, ladies and gentlemen. What's it going to be here? 1 point for Halifax. No measurement needed. Halifax extend their lead to 3-1. That's tough. That was a good frame for both teams.
After 3 frames, our score, Halifax
Zoe
3,
Straub
West Perry 1.
has been leading the Halifax team to a really good day here for Halifax Wildcats against West Perry. West Perry in their second season has never went 0-2. Heck, they never lost 2 in a row in a regular season. And West Perry is in danger of starting the year 0-2. Roll the Paulina here for Halifax. And that's a really good spot. Unless if something changes, coming up in 13 minutes and 2 seconds, we're going to have our West Perry Athletic Department post-game report. Found stats here. Well, no stats. We don't already have stats here for bocce ball here. File results and our West Perry Athletic player of the game. And I updated records and what's next for both these teams. As well, we'll announce what our next broadcast is going to be. Like you should already know. All of that and more coming up on the West Perry Athletic Department post-game report if the score holds up for Halifax in 12 and a half minutes. But anything can still happen here. This is a really good roll for these events. These events with a really good roll, and the Mustangs with a definite advantage here. And this is looking good. And this is just going to miss the jack. Roll out. And it will be West Perry finish again. 2 rows left for the Wildcats in this frame. West Perry has a good chance of cutting into the Halifax lead here. And now a hard roll. And nails the West Perry bocce ball. And now Halifax is going to extend their lead, at least for now. As now West Perry will roll next. Their second roll in the frame. We can definitely tell for Halifax that they're playing more aggressively here compared to last year. And good roll here for West Perry. That'll give the Mustangs lead. Each team, or excuse me now, Halifax down to their last roll. And it's Zoe Straub. Last roll here for Zoe Straub in this frame. 10.5 minutes to go in game 2. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Straub has been on point here today. I think Halifax has the advantage here. 2 rolls left for West Perry. If I was West Perry right here, if I was Jordan Byers, I would get that Halifax bocce ball out of the way, knock it out. And Jordan Byers is going to just drop this ball down and hopefully it gets closer. Jordan Byers is an incredible athlete here. And Jordan Byers' roll will duck down a little bit and it will still be Halifax ball. Halifax advantage. Last roll here for the Mustangs. It's Joshua Kowaleski here. And he's going to stay up high here. Oh, this is good. This is looking very good for West Perry. Just under the jack. And yes! I believe that's going to be a point for the Mustangs. And it will be. 3-2 with less than 10 minutes to go. What a roll for Joshua Kowaleski.
After 4 frames, our score, Halifax 3, West Perry 2.
So for those who don't know, if a game is tied after time has expired, then there will be one more frame. It will be a golden frame to decide who wins that game. It won't be resolved as a game 3. There are no ties in every game. There can only be a tie after 2 games, where there will be a golden frame to see who wins. It's on a roll to check here for West Perry. And, oh, sorry, I lost place of the check here. And this will stop just short of half court line and we'll have a redo. Attempt number 2 coming up here. For West Perry, you do not want to waste a lot of time being down by 1 with only 8 minutes to go. And this second attempt was looking good, but it just gets past the green line. So third and final attempt here for West Perry to start this frame. You can hear the rain pouring down here at West Perry. And this jack placement is a good one. Third time's the charm. West Perry down by 1 with 7.5 minutes to go. And this will just roll under the jack. And Halifax will roll next. Halifax John McConnell taking his time as he's been doing all day. It's not a bad strategy, and this will pay off here for Halifax. Halifax with the advantage. West Perry coming up with a strategy here. Trying to figure out what they want to do. West Perry boys basketball players looking on. And we'll see West Perry boys basketball later tonight against Shippensburg. Well, bocce ball roll for West Perry. Almost identical spot as the first one. Halifax still with the advantage. 2 rolls left for West Perry in this frame. And I think fortunately for the Mustangs, they're going to have time for one more frame after this. But he definitely wants to tie this game up, or perhaps take the lead. And this will roll just under the jack. And very consistent here on the West Prairie Mustangs in this frame. Still an advantage for the Wildcats. Last roll for West Prairie in this frame. This is looking good. Bounces off the wall a little bit, and there is a spark of the jack, and that benefits West Prairie in a big way as the jack goes closer to the 2 red bocce balls for West Prairie. West Prairie now with the edge. 3 rolls coming up for Halifax. And this will just roll north of the jack. And still looking good for West Prairie. West Prairie has a chance. Depending on these 2 rolls, they have a chance to take the lead here. And this is a hard roller, a dropped roller. And it's hard rolling. It's still rolling hard. And it hits one of the West Prairie bocce balls, but not the one closer. There could be a measurement between that one Halifax bocce ball next to the other one and the bocce ball all the way to the other right of the jack. Last roll here for Halifax. It is Zoe Straub. Zoe Straub looking to extend the Halifax lead just before the 2-minute warning. And this will stop just short. It hits the West Prairie bocce ball. And we're going to have a measurement. I believe West Prairie is going to get at least 1 point. And it looks like they're going to measure. Like you see the 3-pack there. You got to measure the 1 West Prairie bocce ball in the red. And then a green bocce ball for Halifax to the right from your view. So they're going to measure both of those. This could be very close. This could be an equal distance. And it's 1 point for West Perry. They're not even going to bother with the other bocce ball. So 1 point ties this game up at 3 apiece. And that's big for West Perry because now you've got a 2-minute warning coming up. This is going to be the last frame. And whoever wins this frame wins the game.
After 5 frames, our score, West Perry 3, Halifax 3.
Frame number 6 coming up. 43 seconds from the 2-minute warning. So this will be the last frame of game number 2. West Prairie has to win this frame to win game 2 and force a golden frame in game 3. A golden frame, excuse me. Roll of the jack for West Perry is good. Right above the N in the Mustangs. Go first roll here. We'll show you where the check is. It's a little hard to see, but there's the check right above the end, on the corner of the end. And the first roll for West Prairie is a good one. Up next here for Halifax. So the 2-minute warning has struck. This will be the last frame of game number 2. And about roll here for Halifax. And advantage for the Mustangs. Halifax roll next. Halifax wins this frame, they win the match. West Prairie wins this frame, and they force the golden frame in game 3. bounce off the wall and a bounce on the West Prairie bocce ball. That is good strategy there for the Wildcats. And as West Prairie will roll next. Advantage Halifax. Issa Benz here. Homecoming queen this past fall. Issa Benz, a good looking roll. Goes around one. Halifax bocce ball hits the other. And that's a good roll. West Prairie looking to avoid starting 0-2 on the year. They have to win this frame to keep this game going. Jordan Byers now with the next roll. Go roll here for Jordan Byers. So time runs out. And now, Halifax still with the advantage. Last roll here for the Mustangs. Last chance to keep this game going. Joshua Kolaski staying up high as he usually does. Going the different direction from his teammates. This is looking good for West Prairie. Still 2 rolls left for Halifax. And what do you do here? I believe the advantage is for the Mustangs, so you just can't drop these balls. And you're going to try to get rid of one and misses the one by Josh Kowaleski just rolled. Last roll here. Perhaps the last one of the game, as Zoe Straub has been amazing here today. A good candidate for a player of the game here today. Zoe Straub going right after the jack, and that will just roll under the jack. And this could go down to a measurement. This could go down as a measurement. It will not. It's a point for the Mustangs. We are going to a golden frame. West Prairie wins 4-3. Joshua Kowaleski gets the win for the Mustangs in game 2. And we are going. I think Halifax is arguing. Are you sure we're not going to have a measurement here? There's some confusion. And nope. No measurement needed. Halifax, West Prairie wins game 2. We are going to a golden frame. West Prairie wins game 2 4-3. And it all comes down to one more frame. And what you do here for Halifax, like normally in the golden frame, you pick up the 4 best players that you have for the last frame. But for Halifax, they only have 4 players, so they're all going to play in game 4, or excuse me, game 3, or in the golden frame. While West Prairie has a choice to make. A big roster. You have a big choice to make if you're the West Prairie Mustangs. And hold on everything here, as we're actually going to have a measurement here. This might not be over. A late call to go for a measurement. So hold everything here. We're still tied free for the moment. A measurement will determine if we go golden frame or not. And what's the ruling? I guess it's still West Prairie lead. So West Prairie wins 4-3. Halifax wanted to make sure that their ball wasn't further away. And it still stands as a West Prairie point. So we're going to a golden frame. Winner take all in this golden frame. Now West Prairie has a choice to make. Which 4 players are they going to choose for a golden frame? We'll find out in less than a minute. You are watching West Prairie Bocce Ball against the Halifax Wildcats exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than a minute for the Golden Frame here at West Prairie High School. So the decision has been made for the West Prairie Mustangs. They're going to go with their 4 rollers for our Golden Frame here. Technically, these contests can count as a tie, and Golden Frame is really more about bragging rights, but here at West Prairie, we just say, hey, you win the Golden Frame, you win the game. So that's what we're going to roll with here. Time, not an issue. And it comes down to this one frame. Halifax will roll the jack. And there was an error there on the decision on who rolls the jack. It was actually supposed to be West Prairie's turn. As the home team, they get to roll the jack in the Golden Frame. Halifax was a little anxious right there. So here we go. The Golden Frame. It all comes down to this. Halifax won game 1 by a score of 5-3. West Prairie won game 2, 4-3. So here we go. Our first roll in our Golden Frame for the second time this year for West Prairie Mustangs, as well as the Halifax Wildcats. They go down to a Golden Frame. Very good first roll here for West Prairie. Now bring the noise here at West Prairie High School for the home team. First roll in the Golden Frame for Halifax. And first roll for Halifax in the Golden Frame. Goes past everything at Vantage Mustangs. Next roll here for the Wildcats. Now hard roll trying to get the West Prairie Bocce Ball and goes down south and all the way to the end. Still a advantage for the Mustangs. This is big for West Prairie because now Halifax has 2 rolls left. If they don't get a closer ball than West Prairie here, then West Prairie can drop all 3 of their balls and win the game. Halifax is just trying to clear it, and that will go past everyone. Last chance here for the Wildcats. And it comes down to Zoe Straub. Zoe Straub, she's not a hard roller, so she's not going to try to clear it, I don't think. She's got to try to make it close, but it's got to be a tough shot. Zoe Straub has been on point here today. So yeah, now got to try to clear out the bocce ball. This will probably result the game right here. And it's still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling for the Wildcats. And look at this! Are you kidding me? Zoe Straub has been on point all game. And she might have just won it for the Wildcats. Look at that. Halifax with the advantage. 3 rolls for the Mustangs to finish the Golden Frame. This is tough right here. Jordan Byers. What can she do? She's going to roll it hard. And tips the one bocce ball for West Perry. But hey, now you have a lane here, an open lane here to get the Halifax bocce ball out of the way. But remember, it's right in front of the jack from where the players are throwing. So, make a decision here. You can try to hit the Halifax ball out of the way. And I think that's what West Perry is going for here. And this will miss. And one roll left to go. Autumn Albright here. This is the last roll of the game. Who's going to win it in the guard frame? It's a hard roll. And this will go down. And Halifax will win it. Halifax wins the guard frame. And they will survive and go to 2-0 on the year. While the West Perry Mustangs. Mustangs start 0-2 to start the year. What a game here at West Perry. Another heartbreaker for the Mustangs. As Halifax wins for the first time against West Perry in a regular season matchup. Tough one here for the Mustangs. But a big one for the Halifax Wildcats to start 2-0 on the year. And that'll wrap us up here at West Perry High School. West Perry drops to 0-2. Their next matchup will be next Thursday. Not this coming Thursday, but the next Thursday. They will be on the road for the first of 3 away games. A 3-game road trip coming up for West Perry. As West Perry will be on the road next Thursday, taking on the Juniata Indians at Juniata Elementary School next Thursday at 4 o'clock. Next time we'll see West Perry here at home will be the last time we'll see West Perry at home in 3 weeks from tonight, January 30th, when West Perry takes on Line Mountain for the first time ever. 3 weeks from today on January 30th. Halifax improves to 2-0. They will return to action on Thursday, January 25th, when they will hit the road to take on the defending state qualifiers, Susquehanna Blackhawks, at Susquehanna High School at 3:15 on January 25th. For Halifax's next game. Our next broadcast here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel will be tonight. West Perry boys basketball taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds. West Perry with 2 wins on the year so far. Shippensburg with only 1 win so far this season. Could be a very exciting game in boys basketball action in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division tonight at 7:30 with yours truly on the call right here at West Perry High School. That's going to do for us here at West Perry High School. On behalf of our athletic director Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer Brent Anderson, our high school principal Christopher Casey, and our superintendent Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Perry High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics, saying so long from West Perry High School. This has been a presentation of West Perry Bocce Ball against the Halifax Wildcats, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score here for West Perry Bocce Ball, the Halifax Wildcats win it 2-1, 5-3 in Game 1 for Halifax. Game 2 was won by West Perry in 4-3. And Halifax wins the Golden Frame to settle that here tonight. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later tonight for West Perry boys basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds.